Let's talk about HTTP status code. This playlist or this course will be part of networking series, whereas I will be uploading videos related to networking, which will be common whatever programming language you are working on. Networking is very basics of any software engineering role, and you should be aware of these codes. So there are 5 types of HTTP codes. Before understanding these codes, let us understand that what is HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is an application layer protocol for transmitting hypermedia documents such as HTML or JSON or any other document. HTTP response code or status codes indicates whether a specific HTTP request has a successful completion or not. There are 5 classes defined, which they are: information, range between 100 to 199 error codes; success, the range of successful response from 200 to 299; redirection, range is 300 to 399; client error, the range is from 400 to 499; server error is from 500 to 599. These classes have segregation in terms of what type of error you are getting, more detailed information. So for example, information response. So in information response we have 4 types. 100 is for continue, 101 is for switching protocol, 102 is for processing, and 103 is for early hints. These error codes help the requester understand what type of information server is returning. Now coming to 200, they also have variety of information. For example, 200 error code, which is when a HTTP send a request and server returns 200, means okay, means the thing which you are requesting is okay for server to process it and then send you a successful response. Means client is sending some information and then server is returning 200 to them. So successful response code are 201, which means created, means you are sending some request and you have created a request, means you have created your account in Facebook or any other account, it will give you 201. Then 202 is accepted, 203 is non-authoritative information, 204 is no content, 205 reset content, 206 partial content, and so on. Now this is HTTP is basically a client server model where client send a request and server responds accordingly. So now coming to 400, which is client error, means client has something which server does not want, or client is sending something which server does not need, or server does not want to proceed any action, or it's a forbidden request. So there are couple of client error response which are 400, which is a bad request, means for example you are sending some wrong username, or you are sending some bad request, they need 5 parameter, you are sending 4 parameter, something like that. Then 401, which means you are unauthorized, means if you have an account and you are trying to access some other party account, you will get unauthorized. Then we have, this is something new, experimental, 402 for payment related. Now we have 403, which is forbidden, we are not allowed. 404, which is not found. 405, method not allowed. 406, not acceptable. 408, request timeout. There are many more in this series. Now coming to, there is one more which I should have told you, the 300 series, that is of redirection. So in your STM, in your any website, you see, right, that you click on one page, then that page redirect you to another page. Okay, and sometimes this thing also happen via proxy server, you calling a server and that server is rerouting you to another server, something like that. So 300 means multiple choices, 301 move permanently, 302 is found, 300 is, or 303 is see other, 304 not modified, and 305 is use proxy deprecated. So these are to be used when there has to be a redirection. Now coming to our last code, which is 500 series. 500 series is quite common, which means we know that there is a series named 400, which is client error, whereas 500 is server error. So as soon as a client send a request, HTTP request to a server, and then server unable to process your request, means there is some issue in server hanged or memory issue, or server is crashed, or there is some disaster, something like that, or there is some error, their code has been deployed or something like that. Server will send you error, means server will send you 500, which is internal server error. 501 not implemented means you're saying that Facebook do my Apple payment, but Facebook has not implemented Apple payment. Now 502, which is bad gateway response. 503 is service unavailable. For example, you are calling Facebook, you are saying Facebook give me token, so whereas that token service is not available, so that's why it will give us that service unavailable 503. And then 504 is gateway timeout, means you're calling a server endpoint and then that server is unresponsive, so it might give you gateway timeout. That gateway, the gate which server is holding, that is giving you timeout. The same similar request happens during client error, which we have request timeout, means we are sending a request to server, but somehow the other way our request is taking more time to process, so that is our request timeout 408, and gateway timeout is 504. These all error codes. I hope if you like the video, you can like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, you can write down in the comment section. And if you want more video like this, you can put a comment in that we want more video like this, or animated video like this. I will be happy to upload more videos in this series. Whereas these error codes are or if you want more detail in terms of other error codes, just like share or subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading videos in more detail. This will be a short video. Now coming to one tip I have to give, right? And even I have seen many codes of many companies, many developers don't use error code properly. Okay, means for example, this is just one example. For example, instead of giving 201, most of the time they are giving 200. Means many people don't even know the difference between 200 and 201. Okay, I know it's a small thing, but Bill, if you go and check GitHub APIs or any other Microsoft APIs or any other open source APIs, right? You see how beautiful they are designed. But nowadays, I've seen they go and learn on internet, and then people don't tell them the difference between all these error codes and a good developer. That's the difference, right? In my earlier video, I told you, right, that what is the difference between a good software engineer and a normal software engineer? This is one of the difference. Means how good you are designing an API, and APIs are everywhere. Means whenever you are opening anything, and if you need to become a better developer or a better leader, a better software engineer, you really need to master these error codes so that you know which error code I need to use in this place. That's all for now. Thank you.